is me. Look out, 'cause here I come.
Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Ashley Faith, and my channel is full of lots of different things. Vlogs, body positivity, university videos, autism awareness, just general chit chat videos. And I also want to start doing more book videos because I want to make myself read more, because I don't read enough. And as you can tell from the title of this video is my review of Wilde About the Girl by Louise Pentland. And I just want to show you that my copy is signed by the glorious lady herself. Before I get into my actual thoughts on the book, I just want to talk about the fact that she has a bunch of negative reviews on like Amazon and Goodreads and stuff like that. And I have no problem with people disliking the book for like actual reasons, like they don't like the plot or they think the characters are underdeveloped. Like, people are allowed opinions. But the one thing that like really grated on me were like 2 points. One point that apparently it's just her life story, so it's bad. But I'm like, don't most authors write an autobiographical-ish novel? Like, when they start out, isn't that what most authors do? Like, that was something that I always thought was the case, that authors wrote autobiographical content. Like, for me, I feel like if I was going to start writing now, which I really want to do, I would start writing something autobiographical. Apparently, authors aren't allowed to write something that could be in any relation to their life. No! The other thing is that apparently she just had this handed to her and she didn't. And it was not ghostwritten. I have nothing against books being ghostwritten. People seem to have problems against that, but her books weren't ghostwritten. So, soz babe. And also, people are like grinding at her for her books not being like pretentious. They aren't, oh okay, not pretentious, but her books aren't, to them, they aren't high class enough. Like, she's using brackets, oh, bad grammar. It's like, not everything has to be like a work of art for it to be good and relatable and for people to enjoy it. It doesn't have to, you know, use all like every single punctuation perfectly. That isn't what grammar is about. Grammar and language isn't about being perfect and following all the rules. This is my like linguistics degree student coming out, but like that's not how language is supposed to be used. Language is supposed to be used in order to communicate things to people. And as long as people understand what you're saying, then it's technically not wrong. And this grinds on me like a little bit too much, but anyway, on to the actual review. So I loved it. I loved the first one, Wild Like Me. I would get it out and show you, but it's like on my shelf behind a thing, and I just don't have the effort to knock my camera over and break it more, so sorry. So my first point is that I found this book, as the other one, extremely relatable, which is kind of weird because I'm not a single mom, I don't have any kids, I'm not working, like all the things that are going on in Robin's life aren't things that go on in my life, and I found it really weird with the first one that I related so much to Robin, but I think that's a testament to Louise's writing, that she's able to write in a way that makes people be able to relate to her main character without having to actually have to go through any of the things that she goes through, which I think really, like, you know, shows her writing that it's good enough that people can relate emotionally to this character without having to have gone through these things. And I also find it's very easy to read. It's not full of huge grammatical structures or things trying to look clever. It's just funny and easy to read, which obviously not everything needs to be easy to read. Like, it is good to have literature that's, you know, interesting in the way it's written, but not everything has to be like that, and it doesn't make it any less of a novel that it's not. Not everything has to be like that, and I feel like some quite I'm going to use the word again, pretentious people that think that everything has to be, like, I don't even know what their problem is. Like, can you not let a woman write a book that isn't, like, full of, I don't even know what, like, last time I did English was GCSE, but, like, why do you, like, feel the need to be so, like, stop. But from now on, there will be spoilers about plots and stuff, so don't watch if you haven't read it. Don't watch any further than this. But if you want to know, I do recommend. So you could stop watching now and go buy the book and read it, and then you can carry on watching. First of all, trigger warning for miscarriage for this section. Yes, Louise's main character, Robin Wilde, has a miscarriage in this book. Obviously, I've never experienced a miscarriage, but I can understand how big of a deal and how horrible that must be for anyone who has, and my heart goes out to any woman who has gone through a miscarriage, and any man who's had a partner or someone they got pregnant go through a miscarriage, because it is a huge thing. And I think the way that it was written about was beautiful and relatable and still so informative, and like, I think Louise did a really good job at writing about this because it was sensitive to the topic, and it just made me, like, very upset. First of all, like, it's a very upsetting thing to happen, but it was really well written and dealt with in a very sensitive way. It wasn't, you know, just put in there for effect or emotion. I also really enjoyed the character development that we got from characters from the first book. So the way that Lila especially was, okay, so Lila is the daughter, how Lila develops through things that are going on in this book, especially that Auntie Kath has a new boyfriend, and the way that Lila deals with that. I think that is very realistic and actually really important, that we have realistic portrayals of characters, and like even realistic portrayals of characters who are children, because a lot of the times children's character, I think in adult fiction, children's characters aren't always focused on, and people don't always, especially movies, people don't always like make sure that these kids are realistic and that they actually have emotions and thought processes. But I thought that was done really well, Lila's character development in this book, and just Kath and her boyfriend, and the PSMs, the nice PSMs, so Vanilla and Jillian, they were so nicely explored. Things about body image and just a lot of things. And one thing that I really loved about the book is how much body positivity and body image and self-image was talked about, and how Robin was talking to Lila about it and her friends, and the fact that they had that big fashion show with the plus size models and they were doing natural makeup, and just the whole thing is like, I was like, yes. The whole book, whenever body positivity was mentioned, because obviously that's like that's my forte here on YouTube, and I really enjoyed how it was seamlessly sewn into the book, and how the posh school mum, I can't remember who it was, whether it was Vanilla or Jillian, I've read this quite a while ago and I've worked like 80 hours at McDonald's since, so sorry. How one of them, like, she finds out how to use makeup, and she just, it's not like she needs makeup to feel good about herself, but she, like, you know, yeah, oh my gosh, it's just written so well and so realistically, with such a strong positive, like, I actually just want to like do a round of applause for Louise for that, because I actually like, really appreciate body positivity being talked about like this, because it's really important that this topic is talked about. And it doesn't matter how big you are, how small you are, like, everyone has insecurities, and it's okay to have insecurities, and it's okay to... Oh, Louise, I just want to give you a hug, but I know you don't like hugs, so, like, have an air hug. Here you go. Please, take this. Thank you. My last thing that I want to point out is, spoiler, that there is a sprinkle of glitter Easter egg in... Let me see if I can find it. I don't think I'll be able to find it, but... I also want to say how I think the pacing has improved from the first book. Things start happening much more early on in the first book. And I like how Louise took criticisms from the first book and tried to improve them in this one. I really applaud her from taking the criticism and using it to better her work. Because obviously it's hard to take criticism, it's hard to take it on board and like still have a good sense of self. And I really, like, Louise, just another air hug. Thank you for writing this book. Thank you for watching my channel and watching this video. And I hope that you'll stick around, subscribe, like and comment and all that things. And do follow me on my social medias, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Discord server and Facebook page. Wow, Ashley thinks she's famous and she's not. Thanks for being a faithful and thanks for watching. Mwah.